Beloved, Revoker, Supremacy, Twilight Oath. There are quite a lot of good snipers out there available to you right now. With Revoker being the pinnacle weapon for Crucible for this season, I thought we'd do some comparisons to some other top snipers to see if this weapon is worth going for and what the best option may end up being among this set. Revoker requires a bunch of kills and headshot kills with a sniper and 3,500 glory points. I ended up getting all of my sniper kills in quick play before I even went into competitive. For some people, the comp points will be harder, for others, the kills, it all depends. The main perk on the sniper refunds a bullet after a short time if you miss a shot. This gun is all about not being afraid to take shots as often as possible. That is the main point. Spawning with only 2 shots feels bad because you want to make those shots count. You don't just want to burn them. Before I continue, I will say that if you're going to be asking the worth it question for PvE, the answer is a resounding no. The reason I was initially turned off from this sniper is because ammo issues are preventable, entirely preventable, by having the correct armor loadout. If you're in PvP and sniping, it's almost essential that you are running double sniper scavenger perks if you want to snipe outside of those first couple of shots, as running over the average special brick will net you a measly 1 shot. However, when running with double perks, you'll load up on a lot of sniper ammo after tagging a couple of boxes, which really isn't that difficult to do, meaning taking those extra shots isn't that big of a deal. But this is a quick play mentality. Well, actually, it's a mentality for every PvP mode that doesn't offer the ability to pick up a ton of ammo. Countdown is a mode that comes to mind with this weapon, since you're not gathering a lot of ammo, so it lets you take those pot shots that you wouldn't normally take since they're free. Otherwise, this is an insurance weapon. It's not really going to help you do something better or more efficiently. It's just going to give you ammo back when you miss, with a few seconds cooldown on that effect. Now, don't get me wrong, the feeling of the sniper itself is great. It's snappy, it feels good to shoot, there's a good scope, nice sharp sound effect. I enjoyed using it when I was collecting footage for this video. There's nothing wrong with this gun at all besides maybe the slow rate of fire, but that means high damage on a per shot basis, which means easy cleanup kills for either you or teammates. While Revoker feels really good as a weapon, so do a lot of other snipers. In fact, a lot of them feel really similar. Note that this is on PC. On console, things are a little different because of aim assist being a much greater factor in your play. This is why you see things like Alone as a God still around, one of the highest, if not the highest, legendary aim assist snipers on console with 79. Twilight Oath is up there with 70. Supremacy has 77. Beloved has 68. Revoker? 44. Beloved is the most popular sniper choice on consoles according to Guardian.gg as of this recording. In fact, it's one of the most popular energy weapon choices, number 2 on Xbox and number 4 on PlayStation for Control, and number 1 on both for Clash. This could be because of the quest for getting Revoker, though. Revoker is also in the primary slot, and a very popular and potent weapon combo in PvP is Last Word and a sniper. You cannot use Last Word with this setup, although you could use Recluse, which is really good too. The sniper and hand cannon loadout is so popular because a lot of the time you can just body shot with a sniper and then swap to a hand cannon headshot for a quick finisher, as long as you're not using a 140 RPM sniper. Recluse has very limited range compared to hand cannons, which means you can't pull off those kills as efficiently. You could equip Not Forgotten or Luna's Hal as well, but at least on PC, these aren't really popular picks anymore. Ace of Spades, same slot as Revoker, on PC, still bonkers. The competitor to Revoker in the same slot, in my opinion, is Supremacy from Last Wish, although if we're talking RPM competitors, it would be Bite of the Fox from Iron Banner. I haven't used Bite of the Fox that much though, so I'm not really going to talk about it. The Supremacy has been my go-to sniper for a while, although I finally got a curated Twilight Oath that I've been messing around with. The perk I need on a sniper is Snapshot, and everything else comes second, and I don't really care about getting anything else, to be honest. Maybe Quick Draw if I can get it. The main difference between the two, Revoker and Supremacy, is their rates of fire. Revoker is 72 RPM, Supremacy is almost double that. And right now, 140 RPM snipers are really, really darn good because of their follow-up shot potential if you get a body shot. Sure, you can't swap to a hand cannon and then finish them off, but why bother when you can shoot again in less than half of a second? The negative is that you'll shred through ammo doing something like this, but again, if you're a decent shot and good at staying alive and rock double scavenger, ammo will rarely be an issue for you. The Beloved that I used for this video is a snapshot quick draw handling masterwork one. And my experience using Beloved was incredibly good in that it felt almost no different to using Supremacy. Same red dot on the scope, same sound effect when fired. Besides the RPM, I don't think the average player would feel any difference between the two. Beloved's body shot damage enables you to swap to a hand cannon and finish off a weakened opponent with a headshot. On PC, again, Ace of Spades will do that quite effectively at almost any range. Last Word not as much, but it's still very, very good. The same slot competitor to Beloved is probably the curated Twilight Oath from the Dreaming City with snapshot, boxed breathing, and handling masterwork. Very good gun, low damage, high rate of fire, 140 RPM. The reticle is a red dot-esque diamond as opposed to just a hollow circle. This is one of the pub slayer snipers out there, but for me, for some reason, I can't use this gun as effectively as the other snipers. It's a total mental thing for me. I don't like the sound effect of the bullet when you fire. It bothers me that it's more of a pancake, flat-like sound than a sharp shot. And the reticle, even though it's only very slightly different, bothers me enough that it intrudes on my aiming ability. Box breathing does have slight benefits on a 140 RPM sniper, although it's definitely not going to get you a one-shot headshot kill on a super. None of these snipers will. To me, the value of a low rate of fire sniper should be its ability to one-shot headshot roaming supers. If you can't do that, then the value drops for me. 140 RPM snipers like Supremacy and Twilight Oath are basically scout rifles. For reference, the new Raid Scout is 150 RPM, although that is a slower firing scout rifle. Datto, what sniper should I use out of all those? Just tell me. The answer is whichever you perform the best with, whichever one has snapshot on it, or whichever one complements the primary weapon you'd like to use with your sniper of choice. That is the one you should use. People swear by Twilight Oath. I can't use it at all. I use a Supremacy with Snapshot and Rampage of all things. Rampage is basically a waste, just because I was cleaning out my vault and I picked that one. Whichever one feels good to use, whichever one you frag out on, use that one. I don't think there is objectively a best sniper, at least for the average player and the average PvPer. Should you go for Revoker? Well, if you're going to struggle to get it, if you have trouble winning in comp or you just don't enjoy PvP, I'd say there isn't a huge hurry to go get it, especially if you have access to the other snipers from this video. It's really easy to farm for Beloved compared to farming for Supremacy or getting Revoker. You're not going to use it in PvE. It feels pretty designed for competitive PvP playlists for the most part. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time.